say Shalom. Saying I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. 1 second out here. Double honors to my elders, Apostle Grant Millstone. Peace and blessings to the whole elect of Israel, man. So today I want to go into a vision I had, a spiritual power about a couple weeks ago. And I guess the Lord just put the spirit on me to put it out, from here on out, I'm gonna upload any vision the Lord gives me from here on out. I told two Akim, close brothers from the Great Millstone Dallas camp that I know about the dream, but I'm gonna put it out for edification's sake and to boost the faith of the rest of the hopeful elect in the spirit, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So nevertheless, let's get started with this lesson, man, and I'm gonna start off with the dream I had. I don't know where it actually began. I just remember how it ended. All I remember is falling asleep, and the first thing I saw was these buildings, and it was a cloudy day, and I saw military tanks rolling through the streets of this city I've never seen before. Mind you, these buildings looks like the type of the architecture matched the same architecture of those buildings in Russia. So I believe I was somewhere in Russia. That's what it looked like to me anyway. And I seen people running all up and down the streets, And I was like, man, what's going on? And I didn't know what was going on. Next thing you know, I end up just reaching for the tank. It wasn't even coming at me. I just reached for it, and I grabbed it. Mind you, I couldn't see myself. The only thing I could see was my two hands. I reached and I grabbed for the tank, and I threw it into another building, man. And when I did that, some of you brothers may watch those old cartoons from the 70s. I mean, not 70s, but from the 80s and the 90s, like Dragon Ball Z, for the best example, when Goku, Vegeta would power up, they reach a new level of power, man. As soon as I threw that tank into the building, hey man, I started to power up, man. It was like I kept going up further and further in the spirit, and I could feel it, man, in my body. And I didn't have a ceiling, man. Like I could keep going and going and going, But what else? And after that, I seen people running up and down the street, man. And I was so hyped up in the spirit, bro. Like, cause in real life, I'm a very serious-minded brother, man. Knowing this truth, that's how I walk in my daily life, man. I'm a very serious person. For me personally, I just have a lot of bent up anger for my people and for my people on how they act in their daily lives. These are examples. For one, how my people act in their daily lives. Two, how Esau rules this earth. And three, being oppressed by these other nations, man. Four, that is not in any kind of order. The fourth thing is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's ways. It's not being pushed in the earth, man. And life is not springing forth in the earth as it should be, man. So that's just a couple of things. So I don't want to keep going on about it. Those are just things I keep in my mind on a daily basis, and that keeps me a serious-minded brother, and it's truth. But yeah, after I had threw the tank into the building and started powering up and this and that, I seen people running through the streets. So you know how on Star Wars you would use the Force. Well, I used, well, let's say telekinesis. You can move things with your mind and by the wave of your hand and things like that. Well, I just started and it happened. I made 2 Edomites come to my hands. 1 Edomite in my left, 1 in my right. I had a male in my left hand, and in my right was a female, and their necks was in my hands, man. And I started squeezing so tight, I popped their heads off their bodies, man. And as soon as I did that, I threw their heads, man, and their heads started to roll in the air, and blood started spraying out, And then after that, it was this is close to the end. I started thinking about other things that I could do in my mind. Next thing you know, I was started to use electricity, zapping people up, man. And after that, the dream had ended. So I know through the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Shot, man, that was a vision of the future, Lord willing, man. I'd be one of those men. That's for the ones in His truth, and it does the work. That's what we striving for, is to be one of the hopeful elect. So nevertheless, let's get right into these scriptures that I got. The video shouldn't be too long. It should be about 15 minutes. Let's get Psalms 82 and 6. This is 6. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. Right there where it says children. Children is mainly going into sons. All of you are sons of the Most High, man. So David was really talking, he was talking about all of Israel, because it says in Romans, all of Israel shall be saved. And we all gonna be gods on the earth. But that 144,000, man, we gonna be the head body, man. We gonna be the head government body of the nation of Israel. And on top of us, it's gonna be Yahweh through Yahweh Shai. Yahweh, then Yahweh Shai, then King David, then the rest of the 144,000. That's gonna be the main government body in the kingdom of heaven. Let's get 7. But ye shall die like men, and fall like one of the princes. Right there, that's talking about when Adam and Eve. Well, when Adam started listening to Eve, false philosophies that she got from that man in the garden called the serpent, which was the spirit of Cain, which was also Esau. And she came back telling Adam these so-called new philosophies that she had just heard. And Adam ended up listening to it, and we all ended up dying because of that. Death started to be pushed off in the earth because of that wicked deed that they committed amongst themselves. This is 8. Arise, O God, judge the earth. He's talking about judge the earth. Who's going to be judging the earth in the kingdom of heaven, man? The 144,000, man. Arise, O God, judge the earth. For thou shalt inherit all nations. What did Yahweh Shai tell Peter, man? Peter asked him, what shall we get if we follow you, Lord? We're gonna roughly paraphrase this. What shall we get if we follow you, Lord? What did Yahweh Shai tell Peter, man? That you gonna follow me in the regeneration, and you gonna judge the 12 tribes of Israel, man. And all the nations was gonna be under our feet, man. Roughly paraphrasing, that's the inheritance of the Israelite man, man. That's the inheritance of the 144,000. and the rest of Israel as well, man. The other nations are gonna be under our feet forever in our kingdom. We never gonna lose. We never gonna we never gonna go off again. And that is the kingdom of heaven, man. To have the laws written in our inward parts, in our bodies, and our bodies being changed from fleshly bodies to spiritual bodies, man. Spiritual flesh, something you can actually grab, man. So let's get my next one. Let's get Revelations 21. And 2. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven. That's when that holy city is talking about the people, because as the children of Israel, we are a people before we are a place. So that holy city that he seen descending out of the heavens from the Most High, man, was the people coming down out with them chariots. That's when everything has been. That's when Yahushua has been come and done, and doing the things that he said he was going to do, as in taking the crowns of these other nations and putting them under his feet. So when all hell has done broke loose and our nukes hit, the Lord is going to call up his elect, and we're going to wait for a little moment, as it says, until the indignation overpass from the Most High passes, man, and we're going to be up in those chariots protected from that indignation from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And then when all is said and done, we're going to go throughout the earth, gathering up anybody that's alive, man. And those ones of the other nations that's alive, hey, they're gonna be the first fruits of slavery, man. So let's reread that. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. Man. That means we gonna have those spiritual bodies, man. We gonna that's talked about in I believe it's Second Corinthians 15th chapter. And we gonna get those new bodies. That's that inheritance of the other children of Israel, man. Of the 1/3 anyway, because the 2/3 have to come back later on in the kingdom. All right, let's finish this out in Jeremiah 51st chapter. This is gonna be over, what I described in the dream. So that dream I had could be back in 21, Revelation 21 and 2, what I just read. Because as I just said, we got to come back down. We're going to come back down out of heaven, out of the upper atmosphere. That's where we're going to be in the chariots. We're going to be up above the firmament of the earth, watching the nukes hit the earth, and waiting for the indignation of the Lord to be overpassed. So this is that dream I had was probably after all that was said and done, man. Let's see. Okay, I remember where I'm going. Alright, we start at 20. This is Jeremiah 51 to 20. No, I'm going to start at 19. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm going to start at 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them. This is Jeremiah 51 and 19. For he is the former of all things. And Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Yahweh of hosts is his name. Yahweh of armies is his name. That portion of Jacob is not like them. That's the elect. That's 144,000 anyway. The portion of Jacob is not like them. It's not like the rest. 144,000 is not like the rest of Israel, man. The 144,000, Lord willing, I be a part of that number, is going to be above the rest of the nation of Israel, man. And it's even going to be order inside the 144,000, man. Every one of the 144,000 is not going to be equal on equal footing and within the 144,000. We're going to have an order even inside that number. Let's get 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. He's talking about the elect, man. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms, and with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider. And how we going to do that? We're going to have spiritual power, man. Spiritual power is the manipulations of the elements. What are elements? That's everything that you see in the visible eye, man. And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. And plus, we're gonna be immortal, man. He ain't gonna be able to kill us. You can't come up against that, man. And with thee also will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid. And I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock, and with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen, and with thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers. Captains and rulers, man. Who's our captains and rulers today, man? That's Esau, Edom, and the other nations, man. They rule over us today. And the Lord said, He gonna use us to break these motherfuckers into pieces, man. Thus said Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. And if Yahweh Shem Yahushua said, hey, it's gonna come to pass, man. It's all just for an appointed time, and that's what we waiting on. And I will render unto Babylon, New Babylon today, aka America, and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea, and all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, said Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Hey, the Lord said he gonna repay Esau for everything that they've done, man. And best believe Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not a man that he should lie. Hey, that's all I had, Akim. I just wanted to share that dream with you. Come out with a couple scriptures. Put out a quick video for Yahweh Shem Yahushua tonight, man. So with that, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders, Apostle Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of Yasha Allah, man. Shalom. On to the next one.